So it's me here again. See this as a continuation for the previous video I just made. So, like I was saying, what does it mean to you? While I give you my own idea. Now, it is very dangerous to follow the crowd. Like they say, you will have to have your own opinion for yourself, and that is the opinion you have to follow. Because one thing is, when you follow the crowd and when you follow the crowd's ideology, you might get missing in the crowd. You might not be able to find yourself. Do you know why? Because the belief that every other person have may not be the same with the belief you have. And when you try to follow the crowd, you might want to adapt, or you might want to start adjusting to the belief of the crowd, which might not be suitable for you. So, what is your own ideology? What is your own idea? Now, it is the season, and a whole lot of persons have been putting so many preparations, so many things here and there, and a whole lot of persons have mapped out some amount of money for the season. A lot of persons have been saving from January to this moment just for the season. Okay, now I was talking with a friend, and the person was like, okay, I asked the person, how is December going to be like? How is the Christmas going to be like? And guess what the person said? The person said was like, I've been saving from January. Oh. I've been saving from January. That is December. I am going to scatter everywhere. Like, I'm going to make it worth it. To me, I was like, what was the essence of you saving from January to this date? Was it because of the Christmas? Was it because of the celebration? What is your reason of saving? Is it for you to show off, or is it for you to? I just don't understand. And do you know what the person was saying? It was like, last Christmas I had so many friends that they came around to oppress me because they felt they had enough, or they felt they have money, and they were throwing on up and down, they were buying drinks, and I was there in the midst and I couldn't get anything, and they were like, guy, how far now, are you not bringing anything to the table? And I felt so embarrassed. So this year I'm going to show them that I've arrived. To me, I was like, oh, wow, was that the reason why you actually saved? I mean, this person had to deprive himself from a whole lot of things, just to save for this season, just to save, just to show off. I mean, is it worth it? You've deprived yourself from a whole lot of good things that you're supposed to have achieved from January to December, just for this, just to show off, or just to show your friends that you've arrived. And come to think of it, it's just for how many days? It's not even up to a week, and everything will be over. And forgetting the fact that January is a very long month, in as much as it's 30 days, but then it looks like it's 6 weeks and 30 days. I mean, come on, it's as long as you can imagine. And this person does not have a clue that January is there, oh, and this person is a salary earner, and he doesn't even know when the salary is coming. He has to look for a way to carry himself through another 30 days of January, or maybe 90 days, or 180 days, or 2000 days, depending on how long this January 2020 is going to be like. But the question I'm going to ask now is, are you following the crowd? Are you doing things because others are doing? Are you actually projecting the future? Are you actually projecting tomorrow? Or you're doing what you're doing for the moment, without thinking of how is tomorrow going to look like? Am I really, if I'm standing now, am I really going to stand tomorrow? Or am I going to have myself shaking tomorrow? This is one thing I just want you guys to know, and this is my suggestion. Whatever you do this season, Whatever you try to do, whatever plans you have put in place, try to remember tomorrow. Try to remember the future. Try to remember January. Because that month, nobody's going to look at your face when you try to say, okay, please guys, can you borrow me money? Please, I need some cash. And then you will be faced with just one reason. You know it's January now, we've spent a lot during December, I have no cash. And when you have this kind of excuses, what will you do? Will you condo, or will you have to dwell in your regrets, like, I wish I never spent as I had spent last December. I wish I had saved. I wish I had thought of January. Would that be your regret, or would that be your thought? Now you have to think twice before you do whatever you're going to do, without before you bring the definitions of 30 December into place. Please think twice. How is it going to be like? My actions today, how will it define me tomorrow? Will it define me as confidence, or will it define me as a beggar, or will it define me as weak? Will it define me as being stupid, or will it define me as being wise? I just want you to look at these things and try to put it in place. Think towards it, think deeply, and make a conclusion for yourself. Because as for me, there is one thing that I believe, and there's one thing that has been saving me, has been carrying me on for years now. I do not believe what others believe, in as much as it might be true or it might be false, but I try to stick to my own belief, because I'm the only person that knows myself, and I'm the only person that knows what works for me. Every other person might have different definitions or different interpretations, but I am the only person that knows who I am. I know where the inches are. I know where the pains are. I know what to apply to heal my pain. So I do not allow people's ideology or people's way of life or style to influence my own way of living. And that is what every person should put in place. You should understand who you are. You should understand the kind of ideology, the kind of person you have been created to be. What works for you? Do not follow the crowd. Some persons might have things working for them, but does it work for you as a human? Does it work for you? If 10 naira can feed one person, can feed a person, that 10 naira can it feed you? Do you have the same stomach capacity? If 10,000 naira means nothing to someone, bros, sister, check your pocket. Is it the same with you? Do not say, it's nothing now. Is it not the person spending that amount? Is it not the person spending 10,000 naira without shaking? Of course, I can do that. It's your account capacity, the same with that person's account capacity. See, you know one thing that kills a human, or one thing that kills people, is show off. You want to let people know that you're not weak, you're not naive, you're not old-fashioned. You want to be in the trend, and then you forget that your capacity is small. What you have is small, and then you just let go what you are supposed to have hold back for the moment. You try to do what others are doing, forgetting the fact that what they back up, that those persons you're looking, or those persons you're trying to imitate, the backup they have is not the same with the backup that you have. You might have little, and others might have deep backups that they can fall onto and still be comfortable. And after everything, you look left, you look right, you look backward, and there is nothing for you to fall back to hold you. and then you start regretting, oh, I didn't mean I knew, I shouldn't have. Would you want to wait until you start regretting? Would you want to wait until that I didn't mean I knew start playing as an album in your heart? No. You just have to think with your head. Everybody have their own route that they are running with or running towards. Everybody have their own lane. It's just like relay. When people are having this race, for some of us that are conversant with Olympics, when it comes to race, you know every relay have every lane have different their difference. If I'm not mistaken, they're different. They have lane 1, lane 2, lane 3, lane 4, and so on, and they are not the same. So whoever is being placed on each lane runs differently. There are people that run shortly to get to their goals, and there are people that has to run several miles before they get to their goals. So for you that is being placed on lane 6, that has to run a very long distance to get to the goals, and then you are looking at someone on lane 1 that has to run a very short lane to get to their goals, and you're looking at that person, imitating the person, forgetting that you guys are not in the same lane, you guys are not running with the same speed. You'll be so surprised that the person you're actually imitating will get to his or her destination, or his or her goal, leaving you behind, and then you'll be stuck at the middle, looking for help, looking for where to catch your breath. What is your ideology? What are you running with? Are you looking at others, or you're looking at yourself? Let me tell you one thing there. You can only be your own fan, your own number one fan. Every other person might have different ideology of who you are. Every other person might have different beliefs of who you are, but it is you that know you for yourself. It is you that know who you are. And if you don't stand for yourself as your own number one fan, I don't think anybody can. Yes, I am saying this. I'm saying this to you because I care about you guys, and I want you guys. Sorry about that. I want you guys to think before you act. This season is a very tempting season where people have to do things they never planned for. Maybe because not to be left behind, or maybe not to okay, maybe to feed their ego, crown their ego, so that people will not be like, this one is a nobody, this one this one no, this one is a -1. Do you understand? But do not allow people's talk, or do not allow your mind, what you think that people are thinking about you, to affect your actions, because if it does, you alone will be there to carry your own cross by yourself. Nobody will be there to carry your cross for you. Do you understand? Forgive me by saying, do you understand? I just want you to follow, because it's something it's a deep burden that I just want to lay off. Do you understand? Yeah, I said that again. I just want you to follow, because it's very important you get this. I have a lot to tell you. I just have a lot to tell you. But in a nutshell, I just want to let you know this. Think before you act. Think properly before you act. Do not allow other people's action to influence your own actions, because what works for others might not work for you. I hope this meets you well. Please, if you like what I do, please, please, please help, share, encourage people to watch my videos, encourage people to subscribe, turn on their the notification bell in case when another video drops. It's a good thing that we are here together. This channel, it's all about self-development, eye opener. Know things that do not know before. We talk to ourselves, we build ourselves. I'm happy doing this, and I'm happy sharing this video with you. Please drop your comments, drop your ideas, refer people to subscribe if you have not. I appreciate you. Thanks a lot. So, to end this, I want to wish you a happy and a memorable Christmas celebration. Yeah, have fun, have fun, have fun, and please apply caution. Be wise. Thanks. Till we meet again, then. Bye.